Hey there and welcome to this video in Facebook Traffic Genius. Now in this video we're going to be covering another free traffic method, and more specifically we're going to be covering a unique topic that worked really well for us in some of the campaigns we were doing in the last few months. And what it is JV with other fan page owners or application owners. Okay, so I know this is probably going to sound a little bit bizarre, and a lot of you might not even know how the heck this could benefit you or what it is, but here's what we're talking about. We're talking about JV specifically with like market or same market, same niche, fan page owners, same niche, same market, overall goal, application owners. Okay, so it's quite simple. So let's really kind of start to break this down as to how you can work with them, how you can benefit from each other, and things like that. First and foremost, you piggyback off of each other. You piggyback off of each other's traffic and the fan base. Okay, you can split marketing efforts from a paying standpoint or paid traffic standpoint. If you guys are on a similar marketing plans or have similar ideas, launch a contest, do a live event, then just split efforts. If you're in the same area, then it makes sense. Okay, the next thing that I want to cover here is contribute freebies to each other and to each other's fan base. What I mean by that is offer something exclusively just for their fan base. Have them offer something exclusively just for your fan base. Whatever that may be. Discount, free training, some sort of exclusivity. Okay, now let's drill into some specifics. JVing with fan page owners, what exactly could you JV with? What can you do? You can swap wall posts for starters. Okay, you can jump on and help each other with maybe comments, controlling the posts or what's going on the walls. Swapping wall posts is a great start. Something as simple as some of the mythology that I showed you in previous training of how to get the hyperlink to show up on a wall, or just putting in the full URL to get the thumbnail to show up and things like that. So you could swap wall posts in that sense. And people are going to be like, ooh, wow, he never does this. Let's click through. What is this? Oh, okay, cool. Another guy who does, maybe this with a little different spin or something similar. I'll like the page, or I'll follow this guy. Okay, you can contribute prizes to each other's contests. Let's say you're already on path or on track with doing contests, or you both want to do contests but slightly different, so you just can't really come to terms with doing a contest JV. Well, why don't you contribute some prizes to each other for each other's contest? Okay, as I brought up, set up a joint event. If you guys are in the same area or can be in the same area, give you an example. I'm quite mobile. So oftentimes if somebody's like, hey, I want to do a JV, or let's do an event, or let's do something together, sure, I'll fly out to Vegas. I'll fly out here or go there. I have no problem doing that. Okay. And the last one I want to touch on is offer a discount code for their followers to take advantage of only. Offer something, again, to drill down into something more specific is, make it good. Some kind of advantage that they're only going to get through the relationship that you have. Okay, so that's, again, going to speak wonders, especially if this is a fan page and a fan page owner that has got his hand on the pulse of his community, and he's really, really active with his following. They're going to love something like this. They're going to eat it up, and they're going to click through. They're going to they're going to subscribe to mobile alerts. They're going to, whatever they got to do, they're going to follow you. Okay, and so the second thing I wanted to bring up, and it's sort of similar to fan page owners, but there are some differences, is JVing with application owners. Okay, so this is different in the sense that you can piggyback off of each other's traffic, but it's traffic in a different sense. It's not necessarily likes as much as it is monthly active users. I think that's a little bit more powerful. So you can piggyback off of each other that way. Okay, and there's more of a constant contact, I feel, and a stronger contact with a monthly active user than a like. Okay, so same 3 bullet points as I brought up before. Now let's get into some good stuff here, some juicy stuff. What you can do with this is, depending on what kind of application this is, yeah, you can swap out wall posts for each other, but you can also swap out ad space. Okay, this is something that people do not monetize enough within Facebook, is that your applications, you can carve out ad space. You can carve out ad space and you can sell it, you can rent it. You can do this with applications, you can do this with fan pages. I've seen people rent out local space to fan pages that were really popular. This is something that is very underutilized. And even though I'm bringing this up in this module, it does not matter. Okay, get creative with this and figure out ways that you can, one, create ad space within your fan page, within your applications. And then if you're going to JV, that would be an awesome JV. Piggybacking off of each other's high-end traffic like that, right while they're, playing the game or accessing the application, boom, there's your ad. They're monthly users already. So the JV that you've got established, unless they've got something that it's an application to where they need their monthly fan base to consistently be accessing it for some sort of reason, even then I could see benefits to ad space. But almost all of them I've seen, even down to things like Farmville and Zynga Games, is they cross promote their own brand. So you can promote and cross promote with other application owners. Same thing as what I mentioned before, is contribute to prizes and contests within the application. You can create custom splash pages, maybe dedicate a full page to this guy, these JVs that you're doing. Do something that is just super creative, and if it ties in well, it's gonna go over really, really well. Same thing as I mentioned before, set up a joint event, offer discount codes, especially getting into the application side of it. You've got now Facebook credits. You've got, let's say, Zynga Cash. You've got another one that's really big is Rixty. Rixty does digital credits. There's about 8 other companies that have launched within 2011 that have and work with digital currencies. Get JVing with those guys. Could you imagine the power to that? Offering, these bonus points or digital cash as a means that's exclusive through this JV. So this is huge. This is huge. Don't take this lightly. Definitely let your creativity hit on this presentation here and the info that we've given you.